Hello. Welcome to the 18th part of the I'll be taking a break for personal reasons. At the beginning of this part we see that Yu Ilshin's manager says, "Oh, Mr. Yu, this is a really important point in time for your series. Things are going well, right?" Yu Ilshin says, "I'm busy right now because of a film. I mean because of personal reasons, so I won't be able to write for a while." Yu Ilshin thinks, "I'm getting calls for work even in space." Manager says, "Sorry? Personal reasons?" Yu Ilshin says, "Please put up a notice that I'm taking a break for personal reasons. Thanks." He hangs up the call. Director says, "Actor Yu Ilshin, we're shooting the next scene." Yu Ilshin thinks, the novel is important, but the future of Earth is a higher priority right now. He uses a heavenly demonic god sword. Director says, "Okay, cut. We need to shoot Ilho's battle scene next, so please get ready." He says, "All right." They give Ilho a sword and say, "How is it?" The director made it, so it should be comfortable. Ilho says, "It definitely is. I think it's easy to move around in the, system says, "Auntie and the citizens of the ant tribe have built a golden statue. Will you accept it?" Yu Ilshin thinks, "Auntie, what the hell is this? Backslash." She says, "It's a statue made from gold. Please accept it, God Yu Ilshin." He thinks, she was wondering what to do with the gold mines owned by Arachne, but I guess they all got together and made a golden statue for me. But if this is real gold, then the value. I'm not taking it for the money. I'm just taking it to show my appreciation. I can't say no to Auntie. System says, number of golden statues of greed created is 9. He thinks, why did the name change from golden statue to golden statue of greed? System says, try making 300 golden statues of greed. A surprising miracle will occur. He thinks, a surprising miracle instead of a small miracle? I do feel a bit bad, but, Auntie, do you think you can make 291 more? She says, of course. We'll do our best. Yu says, thanks. I wonder what'll happen once I get to 300. About 10 days later in Earth time. Yu Ilshin thinks, is this the last day of filming? It's been 10 days on Earth, but it's actually been 40 days here. The Hunter War already began, and there are 16 participants left. Yu Ilshin, Yu Samshin, Song Mina, and Song Mirror are amongst them. It's a good thing my clones could participate. I hope they redoing well. After that we see a flashback where Yu Ilshin is at the Hunter Association president's office. President says, you have the ability to make clones? It doesn't really matter to us, as long as they're a similar level to you. Yu Ilshin says, don't worry, they're great at combat. And I think I'll be able to gain all the followers that I need for the god promotion. The movie looks really great. System says, Auntie has finished creating 300 golden statues of greed. Yu Ilshin is surprised and says, what? Already? System says, Antria's gold is an item imbued with the most powerful unknown god's divinity. If you sacrifice the 300 golden statues of greed to the most powerful known god, a surprising miracle will occur. Will you sacrifice the 300 golden statues of greed to this god? Yu Ilshin thinks, yes, of course. I can't give up on a surprising miracle. Yu Ilshin is really surprised and thinks, is this real? His quest window appears saying, Quest Advanced Class Good God Promotion. S-Class followers possessing Transcendence potential 600 out of 10,000. Golden Statues of Greed plus 300 bonus. By sacrificing the Golden Statues of Greed, 300 S-Class followers possessing Transcendence potential have been added. Each Golden Statue of Greed will be counted as one follower from now on. Yu Ilshin says, oh my god. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I'll kill the both Emperor and the God of Destruction. Meanwhile in Antria, the evil gods say, the time is near, Emperor. Hurry and kill that inferior god and sacrifice him to us. Emperor wakes up. Emperor says, finally. The time is nigh, Yu Ilshin. After that we see Yu Ilshin is having a press congress in space. They says, Space God isn't just a move. It's a legend. Hero Ilho and his guardian god. Yu Ilshin's amazing action and touching acting. There are already people asking about a sequel. Is Yu Ilshin the god of movies? Yu Ilshin thinks, it hit first place in the box office as soon as it was released. Do I perhaps have a talent for acting? Yu Ilshin says, "Hello, everyone.
I'm Yu Ilshin.
First, thank you for loving Space God." Everyone is cheering for him. He thinks the number of people were combined with the ones watching the show. I need to grab this opportunity no matter what. Right now. Yu Ilshin says, "Everyone, Space God 2 will be made soon, and I'll be the main character, of course. We'll try to make it more fun than Space God 1. Everyone, do you believe that the next movie will be a hit too? If you do, please say that you believe in me." Everyone gets silent. Yu Ilshin says, "This is so embarrassing. Is it not going to be the world? I guess that was a bit cultish." Someone says, "I believe in you. I believe in Yu Ilshin." Someone else says, "I believe in Yu Ilshin." Then everyone starts to say, "I believe in you. I believe in you double. Yu Ilshin is the best." System's eyes, constant number of followers in the Great Space Empire. 652,301,352,604. Current number of S-class possessing transcendence potential in the Great Empire 2,254. Yu Ilshin is really happy and says, 6 billion. I expected a lot, but this is an astronomical amount. S-class follower on top of that too. I thought this advanced god promotion was going to be impossible, but it's definitely doable. Yu Ilshin thinks, I'll be able to return to Earth as an advanced class good god. But I haven't seen Ilho ever since he entered the 46th floor's trial. I hear that the 46th floor is just darkness. It's a place you must endure with only your psychological strength. I don't think I could do it. Can I help him somehow? System says, Ilho wants skill sharing of Blind God's Eye. Will you permit this? Yu Ilshin thinks, of course let me help you. There is a joker in front of Ilho. Ilho says, did the skill sharing work? I can finally see. Joker says, they already failed. How useless. But there's no need to worry. I still have plenty of pieces. Ilho says, is that God Yu Ilshin? Ilho thinks, who is he? Is he God Yu Ilshin's enemy? Joker says, I'm excited to see how you will bring joy to us this time. Aren't you excited too? Foolish follower. Ilho feel a lot of pressure and says, just who are you? Joker says, an inferior creature like you shouldn't even be able to breathe in my presence. Is this also one of the effects of the God of Destruction's actions? All right, you are worthy of knowing my name. Witness the authority of destruction. System says, Blind God's Eye is skimming through Nether Dragon's history. At first, it was nothing more than a chunk of flesh that the Knight in White had carved out of the God of Destruction. But as eternity passed, like a bird hatched out of its egg, a great dragon with a crown of thorns was born from the chunk of flesh. It was the birth of the Nether Dragon. The dragon destroyed all that it saw as its instinct guided, and neither god nor follower could stop it. Thousands of years passed as the dragon continued to devour gods and followers, and it finally managed to earn consciousness and wisdom. With its consciousness and wisdom, the dragon learned of boredom. So it began to play. It treated plains with living beings as its sandpit. It took talented creatures as its followers, or cursed creatures and ate them once they had ripened. However, even though that became boring to the Nether Dragon, it came up with another way to have fun. Joker is a godmaker. He says, on Earth, do you understand now? I'm the true follower of the God of Destruction and the only one qualified for such a position. The inferior humans call the Nether. I bring destruction and terror to all. Ilho says, you're the only reason this world is going to end? Why? Joker says, you breed and kill animals for your own entertainment too. It's the same logic. It's been a while since I liked my offerings this much, and they're ripening as we speak too. I'm sure my father will be happy about this banquet too. Once the humans you call heroes are ripened, we will devour them along with the entire planet. Then this world will become nothing but a void. Ilho thinks, what kind of nonsense plan is that? Yes, you're strong. Strong enough to devour the earth. But it won't be easy. Because we have our god, Yu Ilshin. Yu Ilshin thinks, I knew it. The Nether Dragon is alive. But for him to appear right now, it must be scheming something. Is the festival of gods between the Emperor and I also his doing? If the god of combat is on his side. Either way, Earth is done for once Nether appears. I need to grow much stronger. I will have to kill the Emperor first in order to do Tot 5T. Director says, We're arriving at the next fan meeting. Yu Ilshin says, all right. Yu Ilshin thinks, I need to increase my number of ordinary and S-class followers here as much as I can. And there's one more thing I need to check before that. Thanks to my clones, the follower count on Earth is rising too. I think right about now should be. What? Lewis and Sasaki are fighting in the semifinals? Then what about the other match? His clones are going to fight each other in a match. Referee says, then we will first begin the match between Hunter Lewis and Hunter Sasaki. Yu Ilshin thinks, it's finally starting. A portal appears behind the referee. Yu Ilshin thinks, what's that? Yu Ilshin activates Blind God's Eye. One of the advanced gods says, what did you just say? Emperor says, I said that the power that you gave me isn't enough. They says, you dare underestimate our powers? Emperor says, this won't do. So, give me all of your divine power. They get really angry and say, what? You? How dare a mere bug like you look down on our divinity? Abyss Swamp stops him and says, don't kill him. We need to use him to get our revenge. We're going to eat him once this is all over anyway. I'll just use all of my principle of cause and effect points and divine power to descend ONT Earth myself. But the god of destruction will soon descend on Earth. We just need to destroy Earth before we come across him. Emperor gets into his body. He says, this crazy bug has infiltrated my body? She says, what? In your body? He bites his own tongue. She says, have you finally gone insane? He says, this isn't me doing. Emperor uses a follower Skillshare demonic sword. Emperor kills him. She is really surprised and thinks impossible. He's an advanced class god. Emperor says, it's your turn now. He cuts one of her arms. She says, you dare repay us like this? Emperor says, repay you? For what? The law of evil gods is to devour the weak. Only death awaits the weak. She attacks the Emperor and says, I can't die as pathetically as he did. Emperor appears behind her and cuts her. He says, you really thought such an obvious tactic would work? You're nothing. She says, you fell for it. She is about to use a really powerful attack. She thinks, I'm using all the divine power I possess. Even if I die, I'll take you with me. Emperor says, is that all you've got? How pitiful. She is really surprised and says, you endured that? How? He says, I'll show you my own flames as my final gift to you. Emperor uses a really powerful attack. The 18th part of the I'll be taking a break for personal reasons ends here. If you want to see more, please subscribe and like. And if you want to support me financially, you can join my channel membership or Patreon only for $1. Patreon and Discord links are in the description if you want to support me. And a special thanks to all my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks for watching.